Sign back there said right now we're halfway between the equator and the North Pole. Very cool. But we're on our way to Martins Point. We're going to find an RV park because we're going to Oak Island. Yeah. If you know what a super fan I am, I'm pretty excited. Not quite like Quebec excited. Just better. Pretty excited.
Okay. Get ready. We are on our way to Oak Island for our tour. We are standing on Oak Island. There's the causeway that everybody comes in on. So excited.
And now, right behind us, that's Dan Blankenship's house. That's where he built a house back in, I think it was 1975. He built a small piece, and then it was in the 2000s he put the bigger piece on. So they had a much larger house to enjoy. Stories to tell you. I hope you had the patience to listen to them.
Yeah.
So my journey began here in 1973 when I was in high school. My dad said, "You may want to look at that ad in the paper for a tour guide of Oak Island." And I said, "What's Oak Island?" There's a lot more, and this place has a lot of stories. Some of them are actually interesting too. So, well, it's true. It's true. These buildings that you see around you here, this is going to be our museum in time. We did have a museum in there, but then we needed room for the archaeologists because we decided to hire a bunch of archaeologists to, well, do better work on the island. Because without archaeology, there's a lot of things you simply can't understand because you don't have that training. But since we got the archaeologists on staff, that museum has been taken up by them. But now we have two buildings over here, and these are the archaeology trailers. So this is going to become a museum in time. And how many people watch the television show? Raise a hand. Oh gosh, almost all of you. Does anybody not watch the show? Oh, there's a few. Do you folks know what Oak Island is all about? Do you have an idea what it's about? Well, I guarantee in 2 hours from now you'll know a lot more before we started. But over here in this building, right behind my wife in the blue coat, that's my wife Yvonne. We've been married 43 years, if you can imagine. That poor woman she deserves a Purple Heart. She made the hanging thing there, but I think you really want a Purple Heart, not to be hung, right? Okay, good. So anyway, right behind her, that's the laboratories that Emma Culligan and Laird Niven work into. So those of you who watch a television show, you know who I'm talking about. But Emma Culligan is our metallurgist. Woohoo, I got it right the first time. Very, very bright young woman, and she does a lot of testing of the artifacts we pull out of the ground here. I say we, I'm no treasure hunter. And I told my wife way back 43 years ago when we got married, I said, you do not have to worry about me taking a mortgage out on the house so we can be treasure hunters. That's not my cup of tea. But I sure like hearing the stories and repeating them to you folks. And it's a lot safer that way for us, because there's no divorce involved, and it won't lose my shirt on treasure hunt. We won't run over your iPhone, don't worry. At least we won't try to. That way. And all of us have been trained in intermediate first aid, so that means we know a little bit more than the people who take basic first aid. And we have a first aid kit here. We have an AED machine. And what's going to happen is my bus driver, my tram driver here, Graham, and I, we've been trained. So if you have a medical emergency, we'll run and go call 911. So we won't get our dirty hands all over you. No, if something happens to you, we'll fix you up. We know everything but amputation. We don't know how to do amputation, but we're willing to learn. So, yes, sir, you have a question?
Where did you say the museum was?
The museum is right in that building right there, but it's not set up as a museum yet. But there is a museum in the village of Chester. So I have carrots in my pocket if you want to go to that museum perhaps tomorrow, because by the time we finish the tour, the museum will be closed. But yeah, if you want to visit that museum, I can give you a card, show you how to get there.
Is that where the lead cross is and that sort of thing?
The lead cross will be on display in here,
Right.
but it's not here now. Although I saw it 2 weeks ago. So I don't know where it lives in the meantime. Yeah, we have one. That's good. That's good. And we have two, perhaps. Yeah, that's great. As you well know, I told you I've been coming to Oak Island since 1973, and every time I drive across that causeway and land on this island, I get a special feeling. And I have heard, I don't feel this way, but I have heard people say it's like a religious experience for them to step on Oak Island. Now, it's not quite there for me, but yeah, it's when they say they're in a research center, that's it right there. So that's just Scott Barlow, Haynes' Hat, Doug Kroll, Judy Rudabush, Paul Tropman when he used to work here, he worked in there as well. These trailers over here, these are sound and production trailers. So if you're interested in camera work or sound, these are the trailers. And the way the tour is going to work, we're going to stop. I'm going to jump off and tell you stories, but we are going to invite you folks to get off the tram from time to time. So this is our first stop. Hey you, everybody got to pay $100 to take a tour, and I'm going to show you a hole in the ground. Fantastic. So this is a special hole. This is the foundation of a house, and this was built by the McGinnis family. And if you remember your Oak Island history, Donald Daniel McGinnis is the one that's been credited with starting the treasure hunt back in 1795. So his son James built this house. So the reason why we stopped here, Oak Island, you know Oak Island's always been about treasure hunting, right? Well, it's more than that. Oak Island also has a domestic history behind it. And the reason we stopped here, I can show you a darn good example of it. You look through the bushes here and you see those cement posts sticking up? Those are remnants of a sawmill. So back in the 1940s, there was a sawmill here. And you know, we've had babies were made here, babies were born here, people died here, people fished from here, they farmed from here, had a sawmill. So this place has been used over the years for more than just treasure hunting. Imagine living in a place where just down the road there's a bunch of fools down there digging a 100-foot hole in the ground looking for treasure. There is a legend that says there was a road here or a pathway here even before Charles Morris arrived in 1763. Is that true? Don't know. But it makes for a heck of a good story, doesn't it? Right on. Anybody have any questions? Stop here is lot 5 is over here on this side. Now, for those who watch a television show, you know that Lot 5, our archaeologists have been spending an enormous amount of time there for good reason. Our archaeologists have found over the last year over 15,000 separate items on lot number 5. Now, there's some places on Oak Island you're not allowed to take photographs. This is one over here on the left-hand side. So just wait till a tram comes to a complete stop and come over to where I'm standing. I'm going to show you Nolan's Cross. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who watch a television show, you know there's a thing called Nolan's Cross. Hole on different rocks, and you realize, oh my God, there's a Christian cross here, an enormous Christian cross. Along here you're going to see some fresh work. Please don't take any photographs of that. The hole that he drilled was only just around. It's just had a pump working here to keep the water level down. So if you look in now, cement down there to hold it all together, so it's quite strong. It's that lead water, seawater, into the money pit 520 feet away. So how?
Okay, so we're back at our camp. We're just at Oak Island. Torrential downpour. Late, wet fingers. And I had my moccasins on. So once it got wet, I took them off. And if anybody knows me and knows how important it is for me to ground, That was amazing. But because it rained so hard on us, I was wearing my moccasins. So I took my moccasins off. And if anybody knows me, they know how important it is for me to ground. And so let me tell you that I walked barefoot on Oak Island for the majority of it. Every time we got off the tram, I was barefoot on Oak Island. Hey, that's enough. You gotta mess up my stuff. So, you know how important that is to me, to ground. And the fact that I was able to ground on Oak Island, how does it get any better than that? But look at my campground. So originally I was over there, the owner of the campground, when I got back from Oak Island, who is now a subscriber of mine, so thank you so much for subscribing, and you have a beautiful place. And I'm going to tell you, your showers are wonderful. I have been in a lot of RV parks all across Canada, and yours, hands down, are the best showers ever. But anyway, he allowed me to move over to this spot right here. A little bit bigger, better view of the sky, a little bit more room for Kane. So yeah, stay tuned.